You're going to hear in sports all the time, and you've heard it in sport, no matter what level of sport you did, you've certainly heard the words sacrifice. You got to sacrifice. And I'm watching this pay off. I'm watching this pay off right now in real time for Michael Chandler. You got to back the tape. A lot of people, and it stunned me, who are unfamiliar with Michael Chandler. They've heard the name right out of the gate. Chandler was like 24 years old, just out of college, and he's accepting an award at the World MMA Awards, Fight of the Year, his fight with Eddie Alvarez. I'm taking you guys back, but I mean, Chandler came in hard and fast on a good run. And some people have said they haven't seen him compete. They've only read about him. But I bring this to you when I'm talking about sacrifice because Chandler's been through a lot recently. He didn't get TV exposure necessarily for being the backup fighter for the Khabib-Gaethje fight, but he did get an experience. He did get on the airplane. He did eat the food. He did sleep in the same hotel that he's at right now. This is all relevant because there are not very many athletes, if any, that we could identify their debut in the promotion going great. Plenty of athletes you could find that won their debut. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about them performing at their best, them performing great. There was always something weird about it that they will talk about when it's done. A commonality is it was different. I don't know what was different. I don't know what was different here than it was where I was before, but it was different and it affected me. Just a common theme that we've heard. I bring that to you because Chandler, who got on the plane, who did the training camp, who did the weigh-in, who did the paperwork, who did the quarantine, is now doing it a second time, which changes things in a positive manner for Chandler, at least some degree. If you go watch Dan Hooker fight, Chandler's the favorite in this fight, but if I was to ask you a simple question, well, how's Chandler going to beat him? You would be stuck. And the common belief amongst those who support the idea that Chandler is going to go beat him, say he's going to take him down. He's going to take him down. It's only 3 rounds. Dan Hooker likes that 22-minute mark. He's never going to see it because this is scheduled for 3 5s. And that favors Chandler. I don't argue with you, but you're talking about Chandler taking down the Hangman at will and keeping him there. That's what you're talking about. You're not talking about he gets takedowns. He has to be able to take him down when he wants to take him down, and he has to keep him there. And I would just ask you, show me someone else that's done that. If you show me someone else that's done that, and that's what you're using as your trajectory to predict that it happens again, I'm probably left without a retort. But as it sits right now, I will tell you, I'm a little surprised that Chandler's the favorite, just to start with. I do see where things are helping him. I see where the sacrifice that he made, the airplane trips, the training camp, the weigh-ins, for nothing. Well, no, it's not for nothing. It was all to get him ready for something, and that something is this. I do see those as benefits. If history is true and Chandler underperforms, can he beat Hooker? I think you have to ask yourself that. I'm not answering that question. I'm asking it. If history repeats, do you think these two are close? Are you arguing that Chandler is meaningfully better than the number 5 ranked guy in the world? I don't know. I don't know that you're doing that. So if history is true and Chandler underperforming, is he still good enough to beat Hooker? I think that these are all things you have to consider. Even Eddie Alvarez, who went on to be the champion of the world, lost his very first fight in the octagon. Do you guys remember that? He lost it. I believe it was to Cowboy Cerrone. He lost it, though. Came all the way back, won the world championship. Went on to be one half, next to Conor McGregor, of the biggest live gate in mixed martial arts history. But he had to come back. He underperformed. It's a real thing. When I look at Chandler as though this is a foregone conclusion, I'm telling you, the conclusion is not foregone. There's a reason these boys have to go out and fight. There's a reason they don't just mail an award to Chandler. He's got to go get this done, and I think that you are conflicted with the response. Even if you tell me you think Chandler's going to win, I think you're conflicted with the response when I just ask you simply, how?